Life is for the living. If you want to build your body up to eat 5,000 calories and maintain a good weight, you can freaking do it.
With like the nerve damage and how weak I've been this past couple of years, like that's a crazy, crazy feat. No amount of effort I put in one day changes the fact that I have to wake up and deal with all the issues that I have in my body right now.
Everyone just judges your progress off of weight loss. If you're not losing weight, they're like, he's making no progress.
Everyone's like, oh, you should be building habits. I don't want to build habits. I want to lose the damn weight. If me as a 500-pound guy can walk a 5K and deadlift 260 whatever pounds, like what is the person who has like 50 pounds to lose having an excuse?
What are some mental struggles you're dealing with even now, and how do you overcome it?
But I've always respected myself. I've always loved who I am. I've always hated my body. Imagine what 300-pound fit, not depressed Ethan will be able to do as an entertainer. There's literally no limit.
What would be, for anybody watching this, friends, family, what would you tell them as a piece of advice that could potentially help change their life?
Welcome to the Cold Tub Talks podcast. We are here today. The 500-pound man on a mission, Ethan Benard. Thanks for coming on the show, my man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
When you look at yourself, photos of yourself, a year ago, almost 700 pounds, do you see yourself, or is that like in a different lifetime?
No, same person. I don't feel much different at all, actually. Not yet. You know.
Yeah. You just said all you change with what? Mobility a little bit? Yeah, like a big difference, you know?
Well, that's the thing, too, right? Like, once I started losing weight, in, like, this last 10 weeks especially, like, I started moving a lot more. So the pain never really got better because I'm putting more and more strain on my body as I go.
Oh, yeah. You said your first ever 5K?
Yeah.
You just completed that.
We did that this morning, man.
Easy breezy, and you're still up moving around? Want to play pickleball?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised by the answer.
Yeah?
Because, I mean, it's a
No,
dress.
it's 155 pounds difference.
Right.
I feel the same.
Wow. So what version of that old self had to die to become the man you are now? That's all that'd be different.
I don't know, man. Because, like, in 2020, I decided that I wanted to lose the weight, right? But then I think a lot of people, and this is for a lot of things in life, this isn't just weight loss, a lot of people convince themselves that they want to change, but then they haven't actually made the decision to.
Ooh.
Like, they'd actually convince themselves that they made the decision to change, but they haven't actually made that decision.
Got it. Would you say
That's deep.
Yeah, well, that's deep. That's like the difference between when we share with our clients, the difference between being interested and committed. You became committed, and you made the change.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So what would you say to that man? If he were in this ice tub with you today, 155 pounds heavier, is there anything you'd say to him?
No, I would just try to help him. Well, the thing is, the only reason that this time is different is because I made a realization about my future.
What do you mean by
I realized that if I fail this journey, I'm not just failing myself, I'm also failing my future wife and children. And ever since I made that realization this January, I haven't really skipped a beat.
Yeah. And I love
So if I could help myself make that realization sooner, right, because having a family is something I've always yearned for, but it never clicked in my head until this year.
Yeah.
Because once you put that responsibility on, your failure could affect more than just yourself. Because you don't care. I don't care about myself. Like, I never did. So who cares if I fail? Because it's the only person that's affecting it, me. But once I put it into perspective that I have to take responsibility for not only myself, but also them, it was a mindset shift that is indescribable.
Whoa, yeah. So what'd you say? How'd you say? You never care about yourself?
No.
So now, hey, solid. I like vision. For your future kids and wife, do you now respect yourself?
More, yeah. But still, like, I hated myself to the point where I didn't take care of myself. That's how I got like this.
That hurts to even hear.
And that's more than just the weight, right? Like, I didn't go to the dentist for 10 years. Like, my dental health, I'm actually, unironically, more subconscious about my teeth than I am my weight.
No, share that.
Oh, yeah.
You never.
That's like it's like a work in progress, just like your weight loss journey, you know.
So the weight loss journey, quote unquote, is like way more than just like a weight loss journey. Like, that's just one small part of it. I also, Kyle, is there ice is like all method already?
It's like overall life, you know. You're really trying to change your entire life and rewrite from the past to what the future holds for you. You know, like, you're just trying to change everything, complete 180.
Yeah.
From where you started to where you're trying to go. I mean, I love when we go on walks or talks because you always have this cool painted picture in your mind of what your future looks like, having a wife, having having kids and just living the dream and life that you picture. So it's just cool when you think about that stuff and you're just like, no, it's gonna happen. Like you talk about it like you already know it's a done deal.
Well, yeah, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't going to, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. I remember you saying on our walk that you really felt like you had no purpose of living unless you were thinking about that. Like having kids, having a wife, like you're just like, what's the point of living?
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, like, and this is going to be maybe a little bit of a hot topic, but like, I'm happy that I'm in a position to like motivate and inspire others, but I don't care about that.
Yeah,
I really couldn't care less. Like, I'm happy that I can do that, and I'm happy that I can entertain and inspire. But at the end of the day, like, the reason I'm doing this is for myself, my future family, and my relationship with God.
To food. Let's go.
Yeah. All the other stuff is a bonus, right? Like being able to be on camera and travel and make videos and whatever and document the journey and just entertain. Like the 3 pillars of what I do, right, are entertain, inspire, and motivate.
yeah. No, I love that.
Emphasis on entertain because I will eventually break the mold of just being the fat guy who's losing weight, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what's making me popular right now, but I want to do a lot more than that.
Yeah.
You know?
And one question I had off of that I was going to ask you, when you first started, didn't really have a big following. To now, you have over 300,000 followers on.
I know nearly 850.
Yeah, 850. But you talk about loneliness, depression, kind of like what you're going through. You keep it real, like on all of your videos and everything. Does having all of that following and people supporting you, does it really make a difference, like mentally to you, of like feeling sad, depressed, lonely?
Yeah, it's pressure. That's about it.
Okay.
Well, like the thing is, like I thrive with an audience, right? So we're gonna always have like I use history full time.
Oh, that's the ice buzzer.
I'm good.
That's the ice buzzer.
No.
If people were watching this, I don't eat smoke ice savers. Then you
An ice bath.
first time, you.
Are you gonna give me? All right.
What do you say? Not too bad, right?
No, I'm fine.
Bring on the chest swarm.
I need it this episode to get east. I wish I could be deeper in it, man. If I try to go any lower, it's gonna just
Dude, we went with
irrigation. It's gonna be flooded.
we got a custom pod for this guy. This has never before been in the basement.
Well, for your viewers, right? Like I am 500 pounds, but I'm also 6'5".
Yeah, right. Very sorry.
My feet are pressed against the edge of the.
Are they now? Yes, you couldn't sink most.
So I could literally, unless I went like crisscross, maybe, and tried some weird shit, which would, like, I already tried that, and we already did some sloshing.
So tried some weird shit.
Yeah. Now back to what you were saying. Like, go ahead and elaborate of what you were talking about. Like, you did the full-time streaming. You had like the audience and stuff, but
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, man. Like, at the end of the day, after that realization was made, nothing else matters, right? Like, all of this is just bonus. Like, I'm really happy that I'm in a position where I can do what I love for a living. But I would probably be doing this regardless after making that realization about my future family. That being said, this has allowed me to have resources that the oldie would have never had access to, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have a professional fitness coach who's a national strongman champion. And I have a nutritionist from, like, Beverly Hills that works with, like, Marvel actors. And I have, like, the Jocko team, and I have a manager now, and it's like, I would be doing what I was doing, where I was just losing the weight by starving myself, basically, which, isn't necessarily bad when you're my size, but now I'm, like, building up my strength, and I'm doing things, and I have, like, guides.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, wow. So I think that's the biggest difference that's made on the journey itself, like, other than, like, the pressure. But I don't feel that as much. Like, yeah, like, there's people who, like, oh, I don't want to disappoint people with the weekly weigh-in, so that applies a level of accountability. But at the same time, like, I would be doing this whether there was, like, 10 people watching or 10 million.
It's a journey, and it's your journey. It's not going to be perfect by any means. I mean, there's going to be ups and downs and setbacks and all sorts of things. So people can't expect you to be perfect or like, oh, his weight didn't go down this week. Like, what's he doing? I'm sure you see it in the comments all the time. People telling you what you need to do: eat less, move more, do this, you. That's
So funny, man.
But no one knows you personally to know size.
A couple weeks, the scale has been like up. Like I went up like 10 pounds 1 week. Yeah, water weight. You know, there's no something scientifically impossible for that to be fat gain. You know what I mean? But then it stayed up this last couple weeks. But like the stuff I'm doing is ridiculous. Like on my birthday weekend, I walked 25,000 steps. And that's 6 hours doing strength training in the gym. And then I was up 2 pounds, and people were like, "Oh, he's eating too much," or whatever. Like, sure, I had like 3,500 calories on my birthday, but I also spent like 3 hours strength training. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm 6'5" and I weigh 500 pounds. I burn like around 4,000 calories just by like living. Yeah, you know, like LB activity just adds on to that.
Yeah.
No, so even if I have like a quote unquote bad eating day for me, like I would have to literally eat 8,000 calories in a day to gain a pound of like quote unquote body fat, right? You guys, I don't need to explain the macros and stuff to you, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, oh, I won a day this week. I had 3,500 calories instead of 2,500. It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Because if the end of the week average is still under 3,000, that puts me in a huge deficit where I should be losing at least a few pounds of body fat at least.
Yeah. I mean, you've done a great job with sifting too, noise. You had a good head on your shoulders.
So I don't know how much muscle I'm building, but the scale hasn't been budging much. But I've been so active, man. Yeah. Like this weekend, my hands after that 5K, I couldn't even close my fist. That's how swollen my hand was at the end of that.
Wow.
Because that activity and that heat and that humidity will make your body like just be inflamed, right?
Yeah.
And when you're by size, like I told you guys off camera, like when I got hospitalized in 2021, they put me on a diuretic to get rid of the fluid. They took 20 liters of extra water off my body. So that's how much fluid you can retain when you're that size.
Crazy.
So if I work out crazy like we did this weekend, like with the crazy lifting and the 5K and stuff, like we kicked with the sodium, you know, when I travel, at least for me, I tend to eat higher sodium foods when I'm traveling compared to when I'm at home. Yeah. Right? So I'm probably going to be up like 5 pounds on the scale, but then I'm going to look back on this weekend. I'm going to go, okay, every day I wasn't at home. I stuck to my macros and my protein goal. I didn't overdo it too bad this weekend. I walked my first 5K and I spent 5 hours at the gym. There's no way at my size that's not progress in the right direction, even if the scale doesn't go down.
Yeah.
It's not physically possible for me not to have made progress doing this.
Yep.
So as long as I have that ingrained in my brain, I don't really care what the scale says.
I love that you're even mentioning the word progress right now. I grew a lot of respect for you sitting in this tub. We've known each other for a couple months now, but the fact that you didn't even like yourself, and now you have so much motive outside of yourself.
I hated, like, that's the thing, man. I hated myself so much, I didn't even care if I lived. The only reason I was alive is because I knew what that would do to my parents, and if I did shit,
yeah, it hurt real big here.
Like if I quit life, my parents and Danny would be devastated by it, and I couldn't live with myself. Well, I would be alive anyway, but I couldn't live with myself knowing that.
I'm with you.
So now it's shifted from, you know, my best friend and my parents wouldn't be happy if I did that to myself, and I was no longer here, to now I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't do this for my future wife and kids.
Dude, yeah.
Well, shout out to you, Danny. Danny's in the background back there.
Yeah, he is.
Shout out to him.
And all your followers, man. For you to want to step up and really see results.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Like I'm not in a dark spot mentally anymore.
Sure, we could.
But like now, imagine how many people that would disappoint, or imagine how many people, if I quit, like even just this journey, that would impact a lot of people.
It's freaking motive, man. How you doing, by the way? I'm actually starting to share a little bit.
Dude, I'd love these, that bitch.
Over here, geek.
My hands up near the ice when she poured it in. That was a mistake, so I'm sitting on my hands right now. But no, other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah, doing your body well.
I wish I could get going.
Yeah.
But my ass will be straight, so now we know.
But you're reducing inflammation like a boss right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, it doesn't even feel really cold. Like the only cold I can feel is kind of like on the edge where it keeps moving up and down.
Yeah. And I'm sure cold for a guy your size feels really good. So you have insulation, we'd like you run hot.
My body ran so hot, man. Halfway through that 5K today, I could feel the heat emanating off my face. It was ridiculous. Like my face gets red when I get hot. Like my face is always red. I have the complexion of Santa Claus. But like when it gets hot, it gets like this dark, almost like purpley red, and I could literally, I put my hand like an inch away from my face, and I could feel the heat emanating off. And I was like, "Holy crap, this is ridiculous."
All right, so how long could you chill in this thing? Yeah. How long could you chill in this thing? You be in here all day?
Yeah,
Dang.
I like it.
probably.
If you're still watching and sticking around, we actually got a surprise for you, Ethan.
Oh yeah.
So make sure to stick around to see what we got him.
All right, dude.
All right, you ready to transition, buddy?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to the Pod Company, our sponsor for the Cold Tub Talks podcast. I'm sitting in their Ice Pod Pro. These are the best in-class pods. If you don't have one, you should get one for yourself. And if you haven't seen the Cold Tub Talks podcast, you can head over to YouTube, the Insta Shred page, and check it out for yourself. Welcome back to the Cold Tub Talks. Ethan, so you track your steps, your macros, your protein. What's one daily mental rep that you feel like you're still working on, trying to get right?
No matter what I do in a day, like I could have the best workout day ever. I could be in a super big deficit. I could hit my protein goal.
Yeah.
No amount of effort I put in one day changes the fact that I have to wake up and deal with all the issues that I have in my body right now.
Oh, he ripped that one.
Yeah.
Seems like it's been a thought on your mind, like it was a quick response.
There is nothing I can do in a single day to change the fact that I have to wake up tomorrow and deal with all the issues that come with being 500 pounds.
I mean, do you want to elaborate a little bit for us?
Well, like menial tasks, man. Like even like getting out of bed hurts. Like literally moving, like at my weight, takes so much effort. Like even just like getting off of furniture and walking around, they're like getting ready, like simple crap that people just do and don't even think about, just takes it out of you.
Yeah. And I kind of chuckled. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like, you're
No,
right.
it's
It's
wild.
the things that we don't think about.
No one thinks about it.
I
They
know.
just do it.
You're in
It
a-
sucks. And there's nothing I can do to change that in a day.
No.
The only thing I can do is do what I can to work towards that for the future, right?
And
And
we'll-
eventually those issues will get better, and eventually a lot of them will go away. But that's the biggest mental hurdle for me daily, is knowing that there is no amount of effort I can put in that will change tomorrow.
And you said this has been pretty much your whole life. Right?
Yeah, but I wasn't always working to change it.
Right.
Like I was
True.
just dealt with it.
But living
But
with
now
the
that
big
I'm
body.
trying to fix it, it sucks because, like I said, there's no quick fix.
Yeah.
You have to just kind of, it's like a slow burn.
Yeah.
You got to put the work in.
Yeah. Yeah. You shared an age earlier. You said you were 200 pounds by what age?
Like 9. Yeah. 9 years old.
So for the people that don't know, what was like the childhood of your life growing up? I know you kind of
Oh, it
told
was
us when we were
fine.
at your house. Not like that situation, but I know you said you were more so by yourself, which is how it started. And then you were kind of like eating and playing video
Yeah, I
games.
mean, it could be
and-
anything, man. Like hormones, whatever. Like I'm being tested for some rare genetic disease right now. Like it could have been a number of things, right? Like, but I think like at the end of the day, I just never really cared. Like I was just always like that. Probably just like the amount of food I ate or whatever. You know, I played a lot of video games, didn't move around a lot. Danny was my only local friend, and I saw him like once a week.
Shout out, Dan.
So it's not like I had friends to like
background.
go. I didn't have any siblings, right? So no friends, no siblings to like walk around and play with or go outside or whatever.
yeah.
You know, me and my dad for a couple years there, we would play catch sometimes in the evenings, but that was about it, right? Like there was no movement because I had nothing that motivated me to move. I could just sit down and play video games and go to school and just chill and live life, you know?
Yeah. So what do you think led to it being that severe? Like just
I don't know.
How
I think
much
it's
a
just the
pound?
scenario, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think like like obviously a lack of like portion control or whatever. Like, dude, no kid thinks about calories.
Oh, for sure. I hear you.
No, most teenagers don't think about calories. Maybe now with all the fitness people
Right.
Yeah.
on social
Access
media, like
to it.
calorie counts,
Track
calorie counts,
everything,
tracking
yeah.
macros, whatever. Who the hell cares, right?
Right.
Like no kid thinks about that, especially at that day and age.
Mm-hmm.
So just didn't really think about it, man. I just ate when I was bored, and I was bored a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, being where you're at now, how does it feel to be working with Jocko Willick?
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I haven't had the chance to meet him in person yet, but that initial phone call was pretty cool. Like that team, like I went to them expecting like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get some free protein and I'll have like a code for people to use in the store, and then they were like, we're going to pay you, and we are going to help you. Like they hooked me up with my personal trainer. They even like sent out a videographer when he came over here and stuff. So like they were actually ended up being more invested into me than I was into them, which is not something I expected, right? Because if you think about it too, like with the social media stuff that's happened to catch your viewers up, right? Like I started making these videos 10 weeks ago.
Right. Very short time period.
200 million views and over like 700,000 new social media followers in the past 9-10 weeks. So when I signed with Jocko, I made a shout out and called out to them when I was at like 17,000 on Instagram after a week, and I signed with them when I was at like 40, right? Yeah. So
that's right.
But think about it, right? Like there's no one this early into their fitness journey that would have been a viable business decision, right? Because any company could do that for a person who's starting out, but most people starting out don't have the analytics to make it a smart business decision. Right. It would end up just being a money pit. So I was in the unique position where with my past experience from broadcasting, I have like the on-camera talent to combine that with what I was doing to grow very quickly. But me growing that quickly allowed me as a 500-pound guy who's basically restarting his journey every single morning when he wakes up to be an actual viable business decision. Because I messaged them, like in my first message, I said, if you partner with me, you will make money. And I was one of their top co-earners when I signed on.
Yeah, remember you sharing that.
So like I'm making good by my word, you know, like I'm making them a good amount of revenue, and I'm really happy that I'm in a position to do that, because as much as I appreciate people's willingness to help me, I also like being in a position where I can bless the people that bless me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So the fact that I was able to immediately deliver upon that, like if you guys hire me, you will make money.
Yeah,
just makes me really happy, man.
Quick heads up, Cold Tub Talks isn't just this podcast. We offer bespoke online coaching for busy men who want to improve their appearance, performance, and health. Just click the link in the description below and head to instashred.com to book your free call.
You got a good heart too. I feel like all your intentions are pure. That's the kind of guys we are, and I feel like that's why we've stayed in touch just on a friendship. That was the coolest thing, is I feel like in the beginning, we were kind of looking for a way to work together. We were
trying to figure out business side.
And we got to this platonic place where you and I at the same time on the phone, like, can we just be friends?
Yeah.
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 And that was it. I love that. But I feel like a lot of people in business, they forget about that. There's always a motive, always a purpose. You know?
Yeah, because like we don't agree on everything, right? Like you guys don't care about like the seed oils or the artificial sweeteners or anything, and you guys do like the biohacking stuff. And for me, I'm like, yeah, no, you're whatever. Good. Not my thing, man. Yeah, but it's just
respect. So that's what I love.
But at the end of the day, right? Like in this space, like the people's goal should just be to get people on what the Jocko team is like the path. Yeah. Right. Yeah. As long as people are on the path, that matters. Doesn't matter what their path looks like. Yeah. This gotta not be stupid.
Yeah. Everyone's path is different, right?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly your path is different than my path, than his path. Like, especially in your terms of like the weight loss journey you're on. You know, it's way different than what you have to go through in order to lose weight and wake up every day and do your daily routine versus what ours would look like or what his looks like to mine. Like, completely different place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the same thing for everyone. We're all coming from different places in life. So you're not going to agree on everything. You're not.
Well, I'm in a really fortunate position with my weight too, because I can eat a lot. Like I can eat a lot in my deficit. Like I eat 2,500 calories every day, and then on gym days I eat 3,000.
Yeah,
that's way above what most people eat for a cut, right? Like to lose weight, most people are eating like 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 calories. You know, so
right.
Well, also like with my build, I'll be at that point where I'll be able to eat 5,000 calories a day easy without thinking about it. When I'm at my goal weight and I have the amount of muscle that I want to have, I won't even matter.
Give me some. Yeah.
So like that's my favorite part about it. Like,
yeah,
because everyone's like, oh, why are you in such a big deficit? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because everyone's like, oh, you should be building habits. I don't want to build habits. I want to lose the damn weight. I can build habits whenever. Like I'm already going to the gym and eating healthier than I ever have.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's not building habits, right?
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, you should be eating the amount of calories you want to end up eating, or you should be building these small habits. I'm like, no, I want to get the fuck off.
Yeah.
And you're a really smart guy. I don't got to tell you that. You're very blunt like my wife, but your statement you just said is exactly what we like to follow too, is life is for the living. We live in America. There's a lot of great food. If you want to build your body up to eat 5,000 calories and maintain a good weight, you can
Yeah.
freaking do it. And a lot of people don't think you can do it.
Yeah.
They gripe and they moan and they, oh, what about your deficit and this and that? Dude, it's a doable thing.
Yeah, and a deficit is different for everybody.
Yes.
Like, so the deficit is like, who cares, man? Like, with the amount of muscle I'll have, like, I'm 6'5", my goal weight's 295,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to do strongman.
Ooh, I like
Imagine how much muscle at my size, at like 300 pounds, I would have.
Yeah, it's 6'5".
Like, at an optimal
Yeah,
level,
yeah.
I will have enough muscle on my body and be so, like, I don't know how to word this, you know what I mean? But I would be, like, so fit at that point where I could easily burn through 4,500 plus calories a day without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably have like a BMR of what I have now when I weigh 300 pounds with the amount of muscle that I'll have.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to eat 4,000 calories a day and maintain that weight.
You will. Yeah. I've extreme example. One time I wanted to see how high I could build up my metabolism without gaining a single pound. And I took the diligence of 8 months to build from 3,000 calories. I was already in a surplus to 4,600 calories. Didn't gain a pound.
Wow.
8 months. Did it
So
nice
what
and
was that?
slow.
What did that timeline look like? Like every few weeks you added 100 or like?
No,
what was
every
it?
week I went the conservative route because my goal was to not gain any weight.
Yeah.
So it was about 50 calories a week
50 calories a week.
over the course of
That's
8 months.
Crazy, man. Because
Yeah.
like for me, I don't care about 50 calories.
Yeah. It's
Like
yeah.
I don't even pay attention. Like if I eat, because my goal is 2,500. If I eat under 26, I'm happy. Like if I eat under 2,400, under 26, I'm happy.
Yeah, it was
Like
an
because for
obsessive
me,
move.
because like I guess that's kind of wild because like for me, I don't like I'm not that nitpicky. Like if I look at this and I'm like, if I eat this for dinner, it'll put me at 2,610 calories for the day. I'm like, all right, whatever, who cares? It's 100 calories.
Yeah.
But I never thought about it like fine tuning it that. But how do you even eat when you're fine tuning your diet to like the 50 calorie point?
Oh man, Tootsie Rolls. I'm just kidding.
Like just an extra piece of candy or like an
Yeah.
extra ounce of meat or something? Like
yeah, just when you're tracking everything at the end of the day, you look how much the last meal of the day is the most important meal from a tracking perspective because it's the only one that truly matters to hit the numbers.
yeah.
So I just played the game.
So do you have when you were doing that? Did you have like a specific protein goal, or was it sheer caloric
Yeah.
intake?
No, always a protein goal. So there's only 3 things that make up a calorie, right? Carbs, fat, protein,
Mhm.
and they're all vital in my opinion. So yeah, you can't just. I mean, that's the problem with most Americans is even if they're going just by calories, if they're eating 2,500 calories.
So were you actually building enough muscle to burn that many calories during that, or were you literally just ramping up your
Yeah,
metabolism?
this was after bodybuilding and powerlifting, so I had a good amount of muscle mass on me, probably about the same amount as I do now.
Okay.
So yeah,
So what would you say your maintenance is right now, or what's your like?
maintenance. Well, because I do the reverse diet and control my own metabolism, my maintenance is around 2,800.
Okay.
Yeah, which is higher than usual. Like someone my size, 180 pounds, 6 foot, their maintenance is probably more low 2,000s.
Okay.
But most men want to eat a little more than that. So if you want to, you just got to get your metabolism adjusted to that new amount. That way you can have that cushion and enjoy. Say, hey, I want to eat 2,800 calories a day. Okay,
Yeah.
well then let's get you there.
Yeah.
So you can live
Yeah.
that life. Like you said, if 5,000 is your limit, that's extreme, but it's doable. You can get
Well, yeah. I
yourself
mean,
to
I'm
a
thinking
point.
like I don't know. I probably won't maintain that size for long, but like when I get that weight off
Yeah.
and I build that muscle up, I could easily be at a point where I'm eating 4+, just not even
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's totally
You're a
doable.
big eater, then that's
At
what
my
you do.
size, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm super small. Look at me. It takes me 3,200 calories a day in order just to maintain my
Wait,
weight.
his is even higher than mine.
that's wild.
And I'm how much smaller than he is.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
he's like 6 foot. I'm 5'7", 150 pounds, and just to maintain that, I have to eat 3,200 calories a day. And to be in a surplus, it's anything above that to very slowly, gradually gain weight. But to me, it's not worth it because sometimes it's like once I start doing that, to me, I feel more sluggish. I feel more tired. I feel more brain fog. So I kind of like where I'm at, maintaining 9-10% body fat. I feel good. I feel strong. I feel healthy. Like everything just feels good that I feel dialed in. And I don't really care anymore to try and gain as much muscle mass and be as big as I possibly can. I already did that in the past with bodybuilding and doing some powerlifting and stuff that it's not worth that sacrifice.
Yeah.
So it just depends what you're going for. But again, like he was talking about, the reverse diet, and you slowly build your metabolism up. The sky's the limit of how much you could potentially actually.
And I
eat each
think
day
that's
without
what
gaining
we're
weight.
kind of doing. Like, we did it kind of like an extreme, though. There wasn't nothing slow about it. Like, we went from as soon as I started working with Kevin at PH2 Nutrition, we went from, I was doing 2,000 calories and 175 grams of protein a day.
Okay.
And the first week, we went up to 2,500 calories with 250 grams of protein a day. So that might have been a little shock to my system. And maybe that's part of why the scale hasn't been moving as much. But, like, that's still, like, a crazy deficit for me. Like, we want to get up to that 3K point by the end of the year where I'm doing, like, 3K for my deficit, right?
Yeah.
So,
For reference,
Hope
what
you get it
like
done.
before you started your fitness journey or documenting any of it, how many calories and stuff were you eating each day roughly?
always, man. Probably thousands and thousands. It's not hard to eat, hard to eat calories.
Well, I didn't know like if you had a rough idea if it was
I
like
didn't
4,000 or
track.
5,000 calories just off of what you know now.
Oh, dude, easily 6.
Easily.
Easily 5 or 6, yeah.
That's what I was curious.
It's hard to
know.
eat calories.
Oh no! I mean, especially like as we were talking about the other day,
Especially
drinking
when
rum
you're
or
someone
other
who's just
things,
like, he's like bored and eats all the time. Like,
Right.
I used to go crazy on snacks, bro.
You know what's
And that's
crazy
where the
though?
calories are.
Looking at your body type, your height and everything, when you put on that muscle mass and you shut off that unnecessary fat, your body's going to be revving on all cylinders. Like
Oh,
people,
yeah.
some people look, speaking of strongman, some of those guys eat close to 10,000 calories, but they're a shit brick house, man.
Yeah.
They're big. So people might think it's crazy. He's not going to be able to eat 5,000 calories and maintain.
No,
weight.
that's, I
Yeah,
think
he
that's
is.
like 4,000 is pretty conservative of an estimate. If I don't know. I would never do like the enhancements or anything like that. So I can only
Same.
go so far.
Yeah.
Right. But I could be huge, man.
Mhm.
Like, I am huge now, but I'm like jiggly. I could be like solid.
He's jiggly.
I could be solid.
No,
man.
you sound destined, man. You're gonna get it done.
so-
The fact that you're still so far from it, it's cool that you know, like, I'm getting here.
Well, I've lost 155. This is the lowest I've been probably since high school.
Dang,
So, and
man.
it might take me a few weeks to get below that 500 mark.
Yeah.
Like this weekend. That's that weigh in on Monday, man. Like
Yeah.
I told you, like my hand, like at the end of that 5K, my hand was so swollen
Yeah.
that I could not even like close my grip
Really? Sure,
Yeah.
I just saw that.
just
Sure.
from, like the freaking heat and the humidity and the activity, right?
Yeah.
Like you retain a lot of water when you do a lot of activity. So walking like my first 5K this weekend and doing a couple gym sessions and being out in the heat and then eating the sodium while traveling. Like I know, like even if I probably had like 3,500 calories yesterday, right? Like that's not very low. That's not a huge deficit for me, but it's still a deficit. It's still a deficit, especially with the activity we did yesterday. I probably still had at least 1,000 calorie difference between what I burned and what I ate. So even like today, man, like I know like this freaking scale is going to go up. I can already feel it, like with the lymphedema and stuff. I know that scale is either going to be like where it was or it's going to be a little higher. And that everyone's going to be like, oh my God, look at him. He's ever since he started this, dude, he's just leading us on. He's not actually losing weight. Right. But then I look back at this weekend. I walked a freaking 5K as a 500-pound guy.
Yeah.
I added 100 pounds to my deadlift. And we will have gotten 2 full
Good time.
gym sessions, multiple hour gym sessions in by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to post that.
So
video.
if that's not progress, what the hell is, man? Who cares if I eat 4,000 calories? This is like vacation, man. This is my first time out of Michigan in a long time. So like, who gives a crap?
Dude, I love that.
You know?
I think
some light.
everyone
And like that's
judges like progress is one thing.
Yeah.
right? Especially like for you and your journey, you're on a weight loss. Everyone just judges your progress off of weight loss. If you're not losing weight, they're like, he's making no progress. They're like, he's gaining weight.
well, that's
He's
the
going
thing,
backwards.
man. Like I deadlifted over half my body weight, which isn't necessarily impressive for someone my size. But if you take in all the other factors,
That is impressive though.
For
your
me,
size.
that's
You know?
crazy, man. With like the nerve damage and how weak I've been this past couple years, like that's a crazy feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From going to the hospital,
never know.
almost dying, to having nerve damage, to
So I know
half
there's
your
going to be
body weight.
those people that are like, oh, well, what's the point of your goal or your nutritionist if you're supposed to have 2,500 calories and then you go to Chicago and eat 4,000? Who cares, man?
Yeah.
Like I get, like, yeah, if I was like super locked in, I could freaking, stick to my macros and do 2,500 calories a day. That's not living, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole
that's
point.
it.
Like that's the whole point. You should be able to enjoy the journey. If you can't enjoy the journey, it's not going to be sustainable. If you stick to it 100% of the time, yeah, you'll make progress, but you'll saw a lot of fat people or people who struggle with stuff like that. If they do that to themselves, they'll hit that breaking point and then they'll just crash out.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you give yourself a
about
little
this.
bit of leeway, who cares?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, the same thing happens in bodybuilding. You know, it's like you deprive yourself so much of certain things, especially when you're trying to get in good shape. You know, same thing happened to me when I did bodybuilding. You know, ate super clean, healthy, which can be subjective to people, but when you're done, you're just craving so many things you couldn't have. That I told Tyler this, that after I finished my bodybuilding show, within 3 months after, I gained 30 pounds. Felt like complete shit. Like I felt so bloated. I had so much water retention, like you were talking about, that I couldn't even bend over, tie my own shoes, with feeling like I was gonna puke. Because I gained that much weight that fast that everything just ballooned up, and I felt so bad. And you know, I wasn't that heavy. I mean, I got up to, I think, 170. I went from like 139 or 138 or something to 170, and felt the worst I've ever felt in my life. So like, I give you so much props too, because I can only imagine what your day feel like. So that's just like a small glimpse of gaining that much weight that quick. But I'm sure you feel like that almost daily. But most people don't even realize it. Yeah, but most people don't realize the difficulties that come with it.
Yeah. Well, at this size too, like it's not a normal life. I don't know what a normal life is yet. You know, I won't know what a normal life is until the skin removal surgery, and then the probably after the whatever recovery period that is, whenever that ends. That's maybe the first time I'll get to experience what it's like to be quote unquote normal, right?
Wow.
Seems pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
You're cool, dude.
So speaking of how you feel, what are some mental struggles you're dealing with even now, and how do you overcome them?
I don't know, man.
If you don't mind sharing.
Can you be more specific? Because I have a very active mind, dude. Like I'm always.
Well, you just mentioned that you don't live a normal life. So for most of the population, that's considered normal. What are the things they wouldn't even think about?
Well, like I said, just like the menial tasks, man. Like just like literally getting up, moving around, doing literally anything. Like getting in and out of vehicles, up and off furniture, getting dressed,
Stairs,
taking care of yourself, going up the stairs, walking, whatever. Right? Like any of that stuff is just way harder and way more straining than it would be for someone who was like a normal size, right?
Yeah, totally.
So, and like I said, none of that's going to change overnight. So there's no amount of effort in one day that I can do to just be like, oh yeah, if I do this today, I'll be able to go up the stairs easier tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nope. Doesn't work like that.
You say that's part of your motive. Do you ever sit and think what it's going to be like?
Only in the sense that being able to be more physically capable will allow me to be a better father and husband.
Oh, totally.
That's the only motive from that. I don't give a shit.
That?
If I didn't have that vision of a family, I wouldn't care at all. I would just stay like this all high.
Puts a smile on my face. Not the dying part, but just how like
no, seriously,
the
man.
part of like you wanting to lose weight because you want to be able to do that. You know, a lot of people don't really care.
Well, I'm a pretty traditional person, right? Like I think the husband should be the provider and the protector.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So
you gave me a good laugh.
You
gave me a good laugh yesterday in the car when Ethan was in the car with me, and you know I have 2 young kids, and where we talk about tablets. You know, tablets and parents, and like in today's world, everybody's got tablets, iPads. They just give to their kids because, no offense, it's an easier route for a lot of people to be able to do that. To be like, okay, here, just stay quiet back there. But I kind of enjoy the challenge. We don't do that. We don't have tablets. We don't have iPads. We give to the kids. It's how can you keep them occupied and busy and do different kind of games in the car that are interactive that keeps it more engaging. Sometimes it can be challenging, but who doesn't like a challenge? Like you have kids for a reason, not to just keep them entertained by social media or videos or other things.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily super relevant of a topic, but I do agree. I think a lot of people treat their children as a chore more than like actually trying to build them up into a nice, solid human.
Yeah, I agree. It's the world's changing.
Yeah,
very fast. As you see, growing on social media. I mean, how many people follow you very quickly? Yeah, it's a whole different world than what we used to live in. So you can become very relevant very fast on social media.
Yeah, Yeah, man. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Like just sharing the story.
Yeah, and you got a cool story that people need to hear.
Yeah, man, it's badass where you're at. That's why we're here today.
That's part of my favorite parts about this, right? Like when I was doing the podcasting before, people were there to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I went away, the whole audience was gone, right?
Yeah.
And then when I came back from that hospitalization, I was so depressed, like I wasn't the same person. Wow. So anyone who stuck around, I ended up inadvertently driving away.
Wow.
This time around, people are here to see what happens. So it's not just an audience, it's also an audience that wants to see
Great point.
the outcome, which is insanely valuable.
Yeah.
Because you know most of them are going to stick around.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, the question is how many will stick around after that growth has been attained, right? Because you probably know, like, as soon as you achieve what you're trying to do, a lot less people will support you.
Ooh, you're a smart man. Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen when I get to that, like, weight loss goal and I have the skin removed and I have all the projects that I'm working on up and people see what kind of person that Ethan is. That Ethan is probably going to get a lot more hate than this Ethan.
Yeah.
Unironically.
I love that you.
Which I'm also prepared for, right? Because I've experienced that level of hatred from the internet before.
Yeah. Well, to be in the midst of it and say that.
So I'm ready.
Impressive.
But I'm just very curious to see how people are going to treat fit, happy, financially secure Ethan compared to how they're treating broke, fat, trying to better himself Ethan.
And sometimes it's not about the people. It's going to be, what do you think of yourself?
Oh, no, I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
Exactly. At the end of the day.
But I'm very curious to see what, like, who switches up, you know, like how the audience reacts and stuff. You know, it'll be telling.
Huh. Good point. Wow, it's like you got 3 parts here: who you were, who you are, and who you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With your past self, is there any part of that, Ethan, that you're still trying to find peace with? Who you were then versus who you are now?
I don't care. Who cares? I only care about long-lived people. I don't give a shit about who I was.
It's true, though. I mean, it is the past, truly.
Yeah.
A lot of people
I'm
focus so
thankful that I
much.
did what I did, right? Because, like, I am so adept with, like, being on camera and stuff. I was on camera 60 to 70 hours a week for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it.
We didn't even share that. The whole streaming.
Conversational.
Part of your life.
My conversational skills, my conversational comedy. Like, I'm actually... Like, I really enjoy comedy, but I'm not an artist, man. I can't write jokes. I literally cannot sit down and write jokes, but my conversational comedy, like my quips and snapbacks and stuff, is, like, really on point. Because streaming was kind of like improv, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all on the spot. Like, just reacting to what happens, like, whether with what you're doing or who says what or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all, like, on the spot conversation.
Yeah.
And I did that on camera 70 hours a week from 2019 to 2021.
We've seen those jokes all weekend.
Yeah, nonstop. Just
You and Danny. It's a
sarcasm
nice
used to
duo.
be my second language, man. I've been trying to swear less and I've been trying to be less sarcastic, but sometimes it's just like, it's just funny, dude.
Yeah.
Makes life
I don't
fun.
care if it's like a little rude. Like, shit's funny, man.
It's funny.
It's funny, dude.
Just be you.
Yeah. Because, like I said, like, I care just as much or more about entertaining than I do inspiring. The inspiring and motivating is cool. I'm happy that I'm in a position where literally me doing what I do can help people.
Okay.
But I would rather entertain. And I'm in a position right now where I can do both.
Yeah.
But, like, my professional goal is to entertain.
Okay, what's your idea of entertaining?
Talk show. Stuff like that, right? Like, just being a personality, like, just giving people entertainment, right? Like, being something that someone would, like, unironically just sit down and watch to entertain themselves.
So no topics or anything, just anything
care.
goes.
I don't care what. If I'm on camera and I'm enjoying what I'm doing and I think that it's entertaining, I'm happy.
Wow.
And I'm pretty
And if you've got a
confident
knack
in what
for
I
it.
do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty
right.
confident in what I do. Like that's the thing. I don't give a shit about comments, man. I get, like, stupid. I used to get hundreds and hundreds of hate comments a day on the gaming stuff. Now they're few and far between. But the comments that bother me more than anything is when people actually talk shit about, like, who I am or what I do. Because those are two things that I'll defend to the damn death.
Who you are and what you do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
My content.
Oh.
What I create. what I do. I take pride in the content that I create, and I take pride in who I am and my beliefs and values as a person.
I mean, what have people said about what you do so far?
Well, no, like that's the thing. Like, they're like, he's doing this. We got to unfollow his page. He's acting like this, like stuff like that. Like if people comment like that, those are the comments that like kind of make me the maddest. Because if people come after who I am or what I do, those are like the two things in life that I take pride in more than anything. So then I'll get like kind of defensive in a way. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't have the body to match that confidence yet, but that'll be.
Yes. You know, it takes me back to what you said in the cold tub. You said that you didn't really respect yourself.
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
But now that if you care about what people are saying, if you care about what people are saying about
I've always respected myself. I've always loved who I am. I've always hated my body. That's the big
stiff
kicker, right?
Okay. Soon that's going to change. You love yourself and your body.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, man. If 600-pound fat depressed Ethan could make people laugh for a living and make $6,000 a month sitting on his ass playing video games, imagine what 300-pound fit, not depressed Ethan will be able to do as an entertainer.
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
There's literally no limit.
Oh my gosh. You maybe give me a second. I need to get your gift.
Yeah. Completely forgot. We got a little something for you.
I kind of forgot about it too after the
record button incident.
Oh my gosh. You can say it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't mind me. Is that a
tuxedo bag?
A tuxedo bag, dude.
You sparked my mind when you were saying it. So we got you two things in there.
All right. What is this, dude?
This has a little message on it that had us think about you.
A Saint Christopher medal. Open up the medal itself?
No, read this.
Or the bottom. All right, let's see. This medal carries the promise of health and well-being, protection in daily life and long journeys.
It's a keepsake for you to bring with you. It's a non-denominational pennant.
That is sweet, man.
We thought it was very suiting for your long journey you're going on.
Right.
It's become a better
person.
Yeah,
long journeys is an understatement, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're back to what we said in the tubs. You are not interested. You are committed, my friend.
Yeah.
And you've got so much reason outside of yourself that you're committed to.
It's
and that's cool.
Wild, dude. Like, I think once any person who needs to change honestly, like, there's a lot of people that need to change that don't want to change, right?
Yeah.
But even the people that want to change aren't going to until they find the why.
That's the biggest thing.
The second that realization in my head of me failing this journey would also be failing my future wife and children, and knowing that I had that burden of their future on my back, I have not slipped up since. Highest calorie day I've had this year was Father's Day. I ate 4,000 calories. I fasted the next day and I still lost 4 pounds that week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had high calorie days this year, but nothing like what I used to do. No craziness. Like I think I had pizza for the first time a few days ago in like 3 months. Like that's the level of, like, you gotta realize, you don't understand how locked in a 500-pound guy has to be to not eat stuff like pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So the amount of self-discipline I've showed this year after making that realization is unparalleled than anything I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
You have one more gift in there, by the way, if you didn't see it.
Yeah, I was just trying to
I love it.
finish out that thought, dude.
I love it.
That was a great thought.
One line a day.
Yeah. We found this very, very suiting. I bought one of these about 3 years ago, started it in 2022. I gifted one to Tyler. He's got one that he uses every single day as well. And
wow,
you're on a great journey. So it's literally 5 years of being able to document. I know you do the videos and everything, but it's just like one paragraph a day to recap, document your day, what's going on, weight updates, whatever you want to put in there. And you can literally watch it change and read back from 5 years ago to see.
I see. So it's 20 blank.
Yeah, and then you're going to fill it in. Yep. So 2025 to 2030.
2030.
Yes. You get to watch your whole journey and reread all of it.
My favorite part about that, being 3 years in since Devin gifted it, is now that I have 2 lines above from the 2 previous years.
Mhm.
When I fill in the day, I like looking at what I did on that day the previous year.
That's
And the year
wild.
above
Yeah,
that.
it's funny
And it's kinda
actually. I
cool.
just bought. So I recently bought a new Bible,
Okay.
which it was funny because when I said that, people were like, "Oh, what do you mean buying a new Bible? The Bible hasn't changed in hundreds of years or whatever," right? Like, as if that's what I meant. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with these people?
Dude. Oh my God! Don't get me started, man.
Okay, but the Bible.
So I bought a new Bible and I just bought a new journal and I just bought a fountain pen to journal with. I can't even describe it, bro. It's just like a fancy ass, like old stool ink pen.
Fountain?
Fountain pen. Yeah, it's the type of head on it.
Never heard of it. Oh.
It makes like that really fancy, like old school writing. Like if you wrote with like a feather or something, like it just looks really crazy. But so I just bought a new journal and a pen to write with. So that's perfect.
Just the little things. Reminds me of that vintage microphone you showed us that was like in your family.
Yeah, dude, that oh, man, don't even get me started on the Blue Mouse, bro. $1,300 mic from like the 80s. But it's actually a kick drum mic. So it captures like the low end of the male voice incredibly well, but it's also a condenser, so it doesn't have the limited audio range of like a dynamic microphone. So it has like the clarity and the audio range of a condenser microphone, but it has the low end of something like this. That's if I ever start like a podcast or something, I will 100% use that mic. I'll have it like refurbished or whatever.
Yeah, you said you got to have it refurbed, right?
So, but I literally spent like an entire paycheck from my retail job on that microphone, and I used it to broadcast every day for like 3 years.
Yeah. Nice.
I love that thing, dude. I think it's my single favorite piece of equipment I've ever used.
Wow.
Because my voice is my most powerful tool,
Yeah.
you know? So having something that captures it that well and allows it to resound the way it does is priceless for me.
Ethan, what do you want to be remembered for, man, that has nothing to do with social media or status?
I mean, I don't know, man. I think it depends, right? Because like probably my longest lasting legacy will be my weight loss journey, right? Like I don't think there's any beating around that. Like no matter what I do professionally, even if I became like an actor or a host or whatever the hell, that probably wouldn't measure up to the journey that I went on. Because if you think about it, right? Like I started at 660 pounds, no weight loss meds. I'm not doing any surgeries other than like the skin removal, but that's kind of inevitable at the end, right? Like I will be one of the only people that was ever that size who got that weight off naturally, like without using the GLPs or anything like that, you know? So I think that in itself will be really impactful, and that's probably, I don't know if it's going to go in a history book or anything, dude, but that'll probably be the biggest impact I make in terms of like long lasting, you know what I mean? Because I feel like entertainment, even if you're a good entertainer, I don't think it's like not something that sticks around as long as like stories like that.
It's a really curative answer.
Yeah.
So
Going to be remembered for. I'd say you're right. That's going to be hard to beat for you.
yeah,
Is that part of your
I mean,
career?
maybe people will look back on some of the stuff I made because they know of that journey. But I think the journey itself is by far the biggest thing I'm going to leave, other than my like children and their.
I was
like,
gonna say,
descendants and stuff, you know. But that's kind of like a cop out answer.
I
Like,
feel like
oh,
you'd mention family.
my children and my children's children will be the best thing I leave. You know, that's a cop out.
Yeah, I was going to judge you if you did it, but yeah.
So-
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But one last thing, closing out. What would be like for anybody watching this, friends, family, if something was to happen to you, what would you want to be remembered for, or what would you tell them as a piece of advice that could potentially help change their life?
Honestly, man, I think I would just want to be remembered for what I'm doing with how bad my situation is, right? Because like you guys know, like if I can put in this amount of effort at my size with everything that I deal with, most people don't really have an excuse.
Yeah.
Like changing yourself, like making that decision, actually making the decision, not convincing yourself that you made it, but actually making that decision. If someone like me is able to do that, I don't think a lot of people can really argue.
Yeah. And I think you're a prime example for a lot of people where they don't think a lot of things are achievable. in life, no matter what it is, income, goals, fitness, health, like it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
A lot of people think, oh, that it's not possible. But like you're the prime example of like, I'm going to show you that anything's possible.
Well, yeah, and if my 500-pound ass can walk a 5K, if me as a 500-pound guy can walk a 5K and deadlift 260 whatever pounds,
65.
what does the person who has like 50 pounds to lose have as an excuse?
Dang. If that isn't motivating,
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to call anyone out, but like, if I can do it, you can do it a hell of a lot easier than I can.
Yeah.
Most likely, you know.
Wow. Yeah, that's a kick in the teeth for anyone.
And there's obviously exceptions with people with like physical disabilities and stuff, but that's not who I'm talking.
Yeah, but you're
about,
just
right?
straight
I'm
up
talking
saying
to
it.
the general public.
We're not talking about the excuses they can make.
Yeah.
You're just saying, hey, look at my situation compared to yours.
Yeah, most of the people watching, like if they have to improve themselves, if I can do it, they don't have an excuse not why they. But
Yeah. I love that.
that's
That
probably
is
the biggest thing I would want to leave behind. And I think I've already made that statement, obviously, with like the
Hell
200
yeah.
billion video views in the past 10 weeks.
Dude, and this is just the beginning. You said what, 9?
Because I started making the videos, and I was like, oh, I walked 10,000 steps. If I can do that as a 500-pound man,
Dude, let's
imagine
go.
what you can do. And it's
Yeah.
yeah, whatever, man. Like,
That's what it's all about.
I like being able to motivate people, but again, like entertaining at the end of the day
Yeah.
is what I enjoy the most. But I think I'm at a point where I can kind of do them both at the same time.
They kind of like crossed at this point. We're like entertainment plus doing what you're doing with your weight loss.
Because,
trying to
like,
keep
hey,
people
no flack to any of the other weight loss creators, but a lot of them don't have that, like, on-camera presence that could make them grow way more.
Yeah,
They don't have the charisma. Like, if they put more effort into, like, their presence on camera, their videos would do way more and they would impact more people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the combination of my on-camera experience with what I'm going through that really sets my pages apart, and that's why they've grown so fast.
Yeah. You're a good man, Ethan Benard. Thanks for
Yeah, I
coming to spend
appreciate
some time with us. Be on the Cold Tub Talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time, dude.
That's
Hopefully
a good
people
story.
can hear it.
Yeah.
Make sure they know that's Ethan Benard, not Bernard.
Yeah,
Let them know.
throw that extra R in there.
ARD, man.
Yeah.
And apparently autocorrect does it a lot of the time.
Oh.
So who knows how many people are actually getting it wrong.
Oh, wow.
But I will say over the last 2 decades, like my parents even have experienced, my dad's probably experienced this his whole life. People who hear or read Benard will either hear or write Bernard.
Oh.
I don't know why. I know Bernard is more common.
Huh.
So like, oh, the Bernard family, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, I didn't even know this until a few years ago. Benard is French and Bernard is English.
Huh.
And my dad's
never
side
know.
of the family comes from an Irish and French ancestry.
Oh.
So
Okay. Okay. Well, tell the folks where they can find you. Follow your
and
channel.
I upload daily on what? Oh my goodness, I got so many platforms, dude. Facebook,
Rip 'em.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah, TikTok, dude,
Yeah.
and X.
Yeah.
X is by far my smallest, but it's like it's small, but it's dedicated.
His journey is a hell of a one to follow. Go check him out. Ethan Benard, thanks for being with us here on the Cold Tub Talks. If you want to see more episodes from us here at InstaShred, the Cold Tub Talks channel is right here. We'll see you guys next time.